Okay, I'm experimenting. I have some hot press watercolor paper here, and I'm going to melt and see what happens. My windows are open, so it is a ventilated area. Hey Caroline, I'm just playing with some ideas here. Figured the neocolors weren't ruined enough, so I need to get them more ruined. Woo. How are you doing today? Trying to figure out what to do here. I just want to play, so I don't really want to figure it out too much. Yeah, exactly. I did see some knockoffs when I was hunting around today. I might get some knockoffs to do this with and see how that goes. You just finished your day 27 of your watercolor? Huh. How have you been enjoying that? A little bit of a longer thing to put a match or put a lighter under. I'm impressed too. That's really awesome. I don't tend to do that, but I want to. Like I try, and it just, doesn't for some reason. I think I should do that. If I put that in the water, what'll happen? I'll do a little more over here. Yeah, watercolor's nice and easy. I just ordered a little sketchbook, but it's basically like I'm gonna do neocolors and gouache maybe in it. So I need a little one for that because I want to go on my own art estates and just like, do stuff, but I want it to be pocket size. So I got a cheap one, $7 or something. I don't know if this will work or not. I'm just gonna see if I can get any textures on here. Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm literally just playing. I don't really have a... Thank you. Hi, Yokes. I don't think I ever got a gold coin before. But yeah, I'm just playing and having fun with this, figuring it out, like making marks with the... melting the neocolor and making marks. Maybe I'll use my palette knife for that. I need a paper towel or something. I never have everything that I need in here. Here you go. I'm just going to use this towel. Thinking I want to make some texture lino cuts just to have like different textures. Yeah, that's fun. Hi, Nina by Noon. Just playing with melting crayons and lino cutting things with neocolors. Just experimenting and just seeing what happens. I have a I need to have that a little drier before that pen will work. Yeah. I want some white, lighter color on there. That's a note to self, is make sure the crayon doesn't have black on it before you start doing it somewhere else. Or blue. I'm gonna have to save these guys for melting. Well, I'm going to take these guys off and put some more paper down. I've not done this before on with the lighter, so I'm just playing. I'm always playing. Who am I kidding? They might just look like blobs, or they might look like some kind of abstract thing. Kind of like that one. They're both interesting. Let me get some more paper out here. Chair's kind of in the way. There we go. One second. It's hot in here. I had to grab my water. Hey! Hey, Jerry. How are you doing? I am just playing with my neocolors. I'm kind of just melting and doing some mark making. And I've tried out some stamping with the thing here. Where'd my lighter go? There it is. Best use of a credit card. Best use of a credit card is what I tried to say unsuccessfully. Working remote today, so you can lurk. Oh, good. The hummingbird got on pretty good. I did an update in the post in the community tab. So I was able to do the dropper, and it stuck its little tongue in there and got liquid. It said not to force feed it, but I just kind of like put it there, and I touched its beak with the liquid, and then it started doing it. And then I researched, and it was very active. So if I felt like it was getting its strength back, or it was like over its shock or whatever was happening to it. I know it's a smaller one, like it was a young fledgling, so I don't know, I didn't really know if it could fly, but it started kind of flying a little bit in here. And yeah, so I had moved it into an Amazon box that I had in here, and then I took it outside, and it said to leave it in a bush or a tree nearby, and that the mama would hear it and come feed it if it needed it. So I got the closest tree that I could, which was probably about 15 feet or 20 feet away from where I found him. And he was sitting on the edge of the box, and so I picked the box up to the branch, and then I kind of nudged him onto the branch, and then he was there. And he was just chirping away, and then he hopped and flew to another branch, and then he flew out of that tree into another tree, and I still saw him, and he was still chirping. And so I kind of went further away because the article said that if you're nearby, the mother won't come. So I went further away, and I actually went to the shed on the property here and got more hummingbird feed, and I filled the feeder up, and then I left the area completely. But when I came back, he was still up in the tree that I saw him in, and an adult hummingbird flew by, and I don't know if that was the mom. But then I went away, further away, and just tried to watch from far away, and I didn't see him anymore. And so I got a little closer, and I could hear him in the distance, but he wasn't in that tree anymore. So I feel like I saved him, and that's what I'm gonna go with, is that he's okay now. He's out there living his best hummingbird life. Yeah, I hope he was. Like, I have these little daydreams that he's gonna come by one time when he's like more adult and like visit me because I saved him. I mean, it might happen. You never know. But if he doesn't, I just want him to live his happy life. And it was really cool to see a hummingbird that close, like, you know, and just like observe something that tiny from such a close distance. Yes, that's what I think. He's going to come by one day and say thanks. Because they do like to sit out there and, you know, watch the birds and stuff. Stuff that when I was a kid, I would have been like, oh my gosh, that's so boring. But now I'm like, I love it. It's so peaceful. Okay, I think I cleaned all that goop out, so I'm going to try to clean the stamp a little bit so I can maybe do a different color on it. I can see getting some towels from the thrift store next time I go. I don't want to say every Friday, but I'm thinking I'm going to go out on my little artist dates on Friday. And that'll probably involve thrifting and the little coffee shop that's here in town and doing something creative maybe, I hope. Okay, I got the stamp pretty clean. So I can mess it up again. But it was too gooky. You know what I'm saying? It's too gooky, then it turns out gooky on the page. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting my little. I have one more piece of this linoleum. I'm thinking of just making a bunch of different textures that I can play with on this kind of thing. I have a roller all the way over here. Cool. I like that. Okay. That's fun. I don't know where my orange crayon is. It's funny that I can lose things right, like in this tiny little area. There it is. Ooh. get some of these guys in metal. Okay. My husband and I have been working on a kitty shelf today because we need another one in our house, up at the front. So I'll put a picture of that when it's done in the community tab. He's over there carving the, we cut up a branch, and he's carving, he's, what do you call it, debarking the branch. And so, which kind of goes with our interior vibe in the home bus, is we have like parts of trees and stuff in there. Anyways, it's going to make a cool perchy area at the front of the bus for the Kit Kats. I tend to overdo things, so I'm just going to leave that one there. And I really am having fun with melting these crayons. So when this is dry, the reason I like these pens is because they're one of the only ones that color on the wax. But when the wax is wet, or I guess melted, doesn't do it very well. I really love how the wax is like 3D. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but how cool is that? I love that. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's just like really a lot of wax on there. I love that. Oh. Hi, Andrea. I'm just playing with these neocolors, burning down the house here. I am lighting the neocolors on fire. I'm not really, but I'm melting the neocolors with my lighter, and then I'm like making marks on this watercolor paper. Just kind of doing some little abstracty things. This is my favorite one so far. I did this one earlier. These two together kind of. Oh. And on this one, my goal was to try to leave a little more white space, because I am notorious for covering everything. So I'm working on that to practice, though. But I like the texture on here. This one a lot. I'm gonna do another one. This is not boring. I mean, is art ever boring? This one has black art in it already. No big deal. I probably should dry that before I tape it. Yeah, I do. I do that too. And abstract is something that I haven't done a lot of in my life. So I'm enjoying playing with that, because it doesn't have to be, you know, I don't need to make something look like a photo or look like a picture. I can just make marks and have it be abstract. But it's good practice for me to play with that, because I haven't really done that a lot. This is not sticking. I took my painter's tape outside to do the thing we were doing, and so all I have is a little washi tape. Fun fact about these washi tape, I thought I was purchasing like maybe 1/2 inch thick. I didn't really, that's why you read the description, right? I didn't do that. The picture made it look big, and when I got it, it was tiny. So I'm just using what I have. And this, the first watercolor paper I did, this is hot press watercolor paper. And then this is some cold press that I already had torn to 4x6. So I don't know that I have a preference. I think they both work. Oopsie, oopsie, don't want that falling. Okay, let's try some different colors now. Kind of using those colors a lot. I have like 15 colors, so I don't have a lot of choices. I guess like 15 is a lot of choices, but you know what I mean, for complementary and stuff. But maybe some purple. And this is the blue, but it's kind of purpley blue, and then I have purple. So maybe we'll do something fun with that. I need to get some of this paper off here. There we go. Oh, like I just fell off. Oh, maybe I can light that still. Cracking myself up with losing things here. The little credit card has disappeared now. That's funny. Nope. You guys see where the credit card went? Meanwhile, no, I didn't. Is it in there? Nope. Oh, it is in there. How funny. Look at this, you guys. It's in this one. It was in here. That's funny. Yes, I get a little absent-minded when I'm, well, all the time. Who am I kidding? I get a lot absent-minded. Alright, gotta clean this off before I can use it. Alright. Yeah, they are so vibrant. I'm gonna go this way. I was gonna go the other way, but I changed my mind at the last second. Cool. It's dirty water. I recommend if you do this, make sure you're ventilating. Ventilating? You're in a ventilated area. Woo. It is a little stinky and probably somewhat toxic. What do we got over here? Bye, Caroline. Thanks for hanging out. Maybe I'll lift that up and drip it around. Got a little drippy on there. Interesting. So the watercolor is following the wax line. That's pretty interesting. Well, I'm making a huge mess, but I'm having a blast. Okay. Interesting. I like that. That's a little mucky. Well, that one's definitely different. Kind of dig it though. I think when it's dry, it'd be cool to go in here with like the bronze pen and do some little markies. I think I have time for one more. I might do another one with this color scheme. I really like that one. Let me get another piece of paper. This one will be a smaller one. Smaller? Oh, that's the same size. That's good. I didn't really do that straight. There we go. Okay, we're going to do green and the blue and the orange. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Fixing the camera here for a second. Tape that one a little low. There we go. I'll muck that up a little bit. That orange isn't very, it's getting mixed in with the blue. Hi, I am like melting my crayons with a lighter, and then I'm just playing and scraping and having fun. This is one of the ones I just did a little bit ago. I played around with some purples and oranges, just making some little abstract-y things. I think this is close to the first one. But yeah, I'm just melting crayons and making abstracts. Hi Tilly, welcome. I tore that paper off. No big deal. If you're not having fun, stressing about it, it's not. It takes away from the fun, huh? You're stressing about things like paper tearing. So I think when this dries a little bit, I'm gonna heat up this orange and scrape it a little bit, which will bring back the vibrancy of it. I did it on this one, and the orange just popped again. So I'll do that with this one too, but it has to dry some more than that. So yeah, that's been fun. Just making time to play and not have a lot of attachment to the outcome is good for my brain. Sometimes these pens don't work on the wax, and sometimes they do. It just depends on the dryness and everything of the wax. Might go back in and play with that after it's dry better. I sold my wax stamp kit because I would burn myself every time, so I'm staying away from heat. Well, I could see where that would be a thing. I don't blame you. I don't know what I did with my little stamp, my texture stamp. There we go. Well, I might do a little bit of a texture on there for kicks. a little chunk in there. Let's see if I can get this on here. Oh, I made a little line. Little subliminal little line texture right there. I'll do that again. That's fun. Well, yeah. I think this one's my favorite one of today. But I do love them all for some... Each one of them has, like, something I love about them. Yeah. And then it's a purple one, which I think would look good with some bronze paint pen in there. Maybe it's dry. No, it's not really dry yet. Do you have a favorite? You have to let me know if you have a favorite. But I hope to go live again on Wednesday. I'll do another vertical live on Wednesday, maybe a little later. So I'll try like after 5 sometime. Trying different times and different things and just playing and having fun with that too. So, Allie, hey friend, you snuck in on Sunday without me knowing it was your birthday. So now I'm gonna call you out and say happy birthday. And I'm gonna do what I do to my kids and call. Well, I'm not gonna call you, but I'm gonna sing to you. And everyone's gonna hang up now because I can't carry a tune. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Allie. Happy birthday to you. And many more. I do love the blue and the orange. My neocolors are only... You are so welcome. I have the 15 colored neocolors, so... yeah, I tried with the purple, with the darker colors I like. But yeah, so black, 2 reds, yellow, like 3 blues, and an orange. Oh, and 3 greens. So that kind of makes up the whole color palette of the neocolors. But I was saying at the beginning of the live that I saw some Neocolor 2 knockoffs. And while I love my Neocolor 2s, these are like, I don't know, 10 years old, and I only started playing with them maybe a year ago. I would try the knockoffs and see, because I'm burning them and taking chunks out of them and stuff, so I might try the knockoffs and see how those go, because that's more in my, more in my budget, you know what I mean? I hope I didn't embarrass you, Allie. But, yeah, yeah, I've been melting them. Exactly. But like Caroline said, they're my Neocolors. I can do what I want. But I do love them. I had fun with these paintings. This is kind of how, I think I did this one in the video Friday. And then I think I did this one off video. This was my first one. I did off video. Nope, it's not my first one. I just lied. This was my first one that I did off, and I didn't do it on a, it wasn't so bad. I did this one off camera. I did these off camera. So, but that's what got me into like melting them and having fun. My live routine. So I've been wanting to try a Monday and Wednesday and Sunday. So I've been doing Sunday every Sunday at 1 p.m. That's not going to change. But I thought I would try vertical lives Monday and Wednesday and see how that goes. And then my weekly video comes on Fridays. So that kind of gives more content coming out throughout the week, which is fun, and also I enjoy it, so it's good stuff. But that's what I'm doing right now. Oh yeah, my days. So Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday currently, trying that out. And I'm thinking of doing Wednesday like after 5 p.m. my time. Something different. I haven't really done anything that late, and my husband works nights, so I can be in here late. I mean, I can be in here if he wasn't working, but we like to spend time together, so I usually don't come in here. Like today's his day off, and tomorrow's his day off, so. But yeah, you have to let me know of today's little practices and mark makings and stuff. What's your favorites? Do you have any favorites? Well, thank you, Andrea. Yeah, keep an eye out for me Wednesday after 5. Today I was kind of trying to get here on 3, but we were working on a different project, and I got here when I got here, which I don't know. I think that was around 3:30. So, oh no, it was about 3:45, I guess. So, yeah. I will see you all Wednesday. Have a good week. Keep creating and be kind to yourselves. And we'll talk soon.